Welcome to the Copper King Mine and Railroad. Today we're going to talk about the International Smelter in Tooele. So stay tuned.
Tooele's International Smelter. The history of Tooele's International Smelter starts with the history of the Highland Boy mine and smelter. The Highland Boy mine was east from the smelter on the other side of the mountain. That claim was first located in 1873. Silver and lead ore was first mined. There was a period when that mining slowed. Not until Samuel Newhouse purchased the property and others in the area did the mining really take hold. Newhouse will form the Utah Consolidated Gold Mines, October 3rd, 1896. It will be the first and chief producer of copper at Bingham. He will also start construction on a large copper smelter in Murray, and that would be called the Highland Boy smelter. By 1899, Rockefeller's Standard Oil, with $6 million, will take over controlling interest, later becoming Utah Consolidated Mining Company. With the completion of their Highland Boy smelter in 1899 in Murray, it will be the first copper smelter in the state. But this is where the problem started. That smelter and others in the area started polluting the air and ground around the smelters. In 1904, a group of farmers took the smelters to court. That was the first smoke litigation lawsuits. After appeals, on November 1906, the court supported the farmers. The smelters ordered to implement pollution controls. This is what led Utah Consolidated, or the Highland Boy, to Pine Canyon and the new smelter site. In 1908, they started purchasing land. Construction started December 9, 1908, on the International Smelter. Here's pictures of that early smelter construction. Additional land around the smelter site was purchased to test their own pollution control farms. This Pine Canyon location had several problems to overcome. First, transporting the ores to the new smelter. Second, delivering the finished products out of the smelter, also providing the smelter with supplies to keep it running. And third, finding employees in this small community and then housing them. Utah Consolidated Mines was already using an aerial tram to transport their ore from the mine to Lower Bingham. That started in 1899, where trains delivered it to the smelters. So now that aerial tram will change directions, moving west over the mountain to the new smelter in 1910. This new aerial tram route was 20,000 feet long. The next problem will be solved by building the Tooele Valley Railroad. Work started on the railroad at the same time as the smelter constructions. Pictures of that early railroad construction. The third barrier was getting people. E.P. Matthewson, general manager of the International Smelter, requested 2,000 homes to be built. This would double the population in Tooele. We have some interesting photos of early housing for smelter and railroad workers. The International Smelting and Refining Company will have its ups and downs. In 1914, it rolled into an organization controlled by Anaconda Copper Company, renamed International Smelting Company. Anaconda Copper will eventually take over the entire operation of mine, smelter, and railroad. Here's some early pictures of the smelter taken around 1938 and then into the 40s. James Elton, general manager in 1937, made plans to build the International Tunnel from the mines around Car Fork to the smelter. The Elton Tunnel will open 1941. Now we have some pictures of the ceremony they had August 21st, 1941, the day of that opening. The International Smelter cost $2 million to build. Utah's third governor, William Spry, lit the first furnace July 1910. Deseret News said, The smelter made its first copper August 27, 1910. In 1911, they will add a $500,000 lead smelter. This will help diversify, attracting other mines in and outside the state. Ely Group of Mines was the first major customer. We learned with the video about Midvale Smelter, when it closed in 1958, concentrates from the U.S. mines went to the International Smelter. November 5, 1971, Anaconda announced the smelter will close, so it closed in 1972. Tooele Valley Railway, residents called it Railroad, kept running for a few more years. Tooele Valley Railway from the smelter southwest was 6.2 miles to Warner Station, where it met up with Western Pacific, Denver Rio Grande Western, Union Pacific Railroads. The train ran through downtown Tooele. Vine Street and Broadway was a station and the railroad's headquarters. Tooele Valley Railway last known run was July 7, 1980. So that's a little history on the International Smelter, Tooele.